The ghost who rewrote her father's shame. The air in the rec center of our sleepy Oregon town buzzed with the scent of barbecue sauce and pine cleaner on October 8, 2025 at 7:19 p.m. PKT, a modest homecoming gathering meant to weave together old ties. I, Mara Callahan, 38, stepped inside, my navy blazer crisp, a confident smile masking my braced nerves. The room hummed with retirees in faded VFW caps, their service pins glinting under dim lights, women fanning themselves with church bulletins, and teens pilfering brownies. My husband, Daniel, lingered near the drink station, his quiet warmth a contrast to the tension I felt. Then, my father's voice, Major Henry Callahan, 62, a retired military titan, cut through like a honed blade. "I'm ashamed of her," he declared, his cadence forged from years of command, silencing the room. Plastic cups paused mid-sip, gossip and laughter ceased, the clatter of potluck dishes fading. This was no welcome, it was my public execution. His eyes, steely and unyielding, had locked on me the moment I entered, his jaw a locked gate. He waited for the crowd's hush before driving the stake deeper, turning to a lean, sharp-eyed man beside him, Ranger Torres, 40, with a predator's coiled stance, and gripping his shoulder. "This," he boomed, voice swelling with pride, "is a man who serves, a ranger, the best of the best, my pride, not her." Nods rippled, eyes shifting to Torres, my father's smirk a victor's crown. My chest tightened, face burning, but I held his gaze, steady as a sentinel. I should have retreated, let the bruise fade. Instead, my eyes met Torres. His poise shattered, face paling to ash. "Are you the ghost of the ops?" he murmured, voice low but piercing, igniting whispers. A veteran's cane gripped tighter, a bulletin froze mid-fan. My father's smirk faltered, confusion flickering. He didn't know the legend, the tales swapped in bunkers, the shadow I'd cast in war zones he'd never breached. The room teetered, no longer his domain. To grasp this, rewind to a childhood under iron rules. At 7, Henry drilled me to stand rigid on our porch, spine straight, eyes forward. "Weakness bends," he'd growl, his breath laced with motor oil and bitter coffee. Our town revered him, a parade icon, his name etched on the Legion Hall wall. But home was a barracks, his praise hoarded for a son I wasn't. My mother, Ellen, 60 when she passed, rebelled quietly, slipping Audre Lorde poems into my pocket, whispering, "Some battles need patience." At 17, I declared my intent to join the Army's officer program. He scoffed, "You're not cut for it," eyeing my frame, not my resolve. I applied covertly, essays scribbled by flashlight. His dismissal, "Don't embarrass me," followed my acceptance letter. He skipped my commissioning. The Army tested me at Fort Benning, forging me in sweat and strategy. Ranger tabs eluded me, but ops and intel became my realm, where plans were lifelines. At Camp Darby, I anchored elite units, my desk a nexus of grids and signals. I honed a sixth sense, catching a scout's hesitation, rerouting patrols to dodge an unlogged IED in a dust-choked village. The team returned whole, tapping my desk twice before missions, a ritual of trust. "Ghost threads snag the devil," they'd say. My father ignored my emails, my mother's voicemails our bridge, until leukemia stole her. Her last words, "Rise, don't run," fueled me. At her memorial, he folded the program into a square, eyes dry. I added, "Who guards a guard," to every plan, saving minds and missions. The nickname Ghost spread, a whisper among operators. In the hall, Torres pressed, "Major, she saved us in Helland." My father scoffed, "A planner," clutching control. Torres countered, "She's why we're breathing." A forward debate coach, Tom, chimed, "You never said, Mara." The air recalibrated. I stepped forward. It's not about titles. It's about who returns. Retirees rose, hands on hearts. My father's fortress cracked. Later, at his house, he poured coffee, voice low. "I didn't see. I didn't look," I replied. "But I'm here." He nodded, not forgiven, but reconnected. Torres messaged, "Did right ghost?" I typed, "We all came home. Work goes on." Share your unshamed story below.